Okay, let's check in with the GRU Jaguars. The Jags won their 9th straight game Wednesday with a 101-75 victory over Francis Marion. That's 11 out of the last 12 games that the Jags have won. I've posted on the blog many times this year about the Jags' gaudy statistics, and Wednesday was their best scoring output of the season with 101 points. They had 5 guys in double figures. Devontae Thomas, Sr., 21 points. 19 for Keyshawn Superman Sherrill. 14 for Devin Wright Nelson, and 13 each for Henry McCarthy and Vlad Kobzaru. Now, I touched bases with assistant coach Jamie Quarles this morning. He mentioned Vlad's, what he called his coming out party, a great second half last night. All 13 of his points came in the second half. And then the 6th leading scorer from last night's game was Keith Crump, who not only scored 9 points but grabbed 7 rebounds and dished out 9 assists. So just a wonderful game all the way around for the Jags. I mentioned talking to Jamie. I also talked to good friend Keenan Mann. Maybe I call him the best Jag ever. And he sat with Coach Bryant down at the press table during last night's game. And Keenan mentioned the thing that Coach Bryant, Keenan, and I all agree on is that every time Devontae Thomas shoots the ball, it looks like it's going in. What a shooter. What a season. What a senior year he's having. Big game from Devin Wright Nelson as well. He continues to have a great senior season. And, you know, Keyshawn, what can you say? Great player. Now, speaking of him, I talked about what Jamie had to say. I talked about what Keenan had to say. Now I'll share what I have to say, and that is 2 things. Those are 2 things. Number one, obviously, I was impressed with what went down Wednesday. Great game by the Jags. The other thing is Saturday's homecoming game against Lander. It's aired on national television. It is a rematch of a game 6 weeks earlier on January 10th where the Jags were 2-3 going into that game in conference play. And the Jags pulled out a 97-88 overtime win. And that was the day when I started calling Keyshawn Sherrill Superman. And so, you know, I'm really looking forward to Saturday's game where we do it again. The Jags have won 11 of 12 starting that day, and they've won their last 9. Coach Dick Mitras won his 250th game as a Jags head coach last night. Congratulations to the best coach I know. And so I'll leave you with this. Last night, going into the end of the first half, Keyshawn makes a big 3 at the buzzer, puts his team up 47-39. Right after he makes it, I lose focus on him, and I fight to get it back. And right when I get it back, Keyshawn comes by and throws the hand up for the high five. Now, I missed it. I turned around and I told San Antonio Brinson and Jalen Holbrook, who both play at Aquinas, I told them that if I had any game at all, I would have high-fived Keyshawn as he ran to the locker room, and even with the camera in hand. If I had any game at all, I could have pulled that off. But it was for not. But you know, back to the real stuff. The Jags look great. My weekend looks like Greenbrier girls Friday night, Jags homecoming Saturday afternoon, Laney girls Saturday night, Laney boys Saturday night. That's what you can expect to see from me. And if I'm lucky, I'll see you in the gym.